Hey, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, adjusting the camera. All right, let's see what you need to know for your now day. First, let's see what you're not dealing with so you can have the best day you can. Envious Glutton. Yikes. Aquarius, what are you jealous of? What does Aquarius need to know regarding this envious glutton energy that they can rid themselves of it? Aquarius, some of you watching are really messing with energies you shouldn't be messing with. You guys seem to be jealous of other people in your lives, and you're allowing the jealousy of what those people have to dim the light on what you could bring to the world if you gave up that negativity and actually started working together instead of picking a victim and picking on that victim to make yourselves feel better for your lack of self-respect and self-love. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but some of you really need to hear that, because there's a lot of you actually, and maybe you're not all Aquarians, but there's a lot of you that don't have the strength to be decent people. You shut people out, you're jealous of what they have, you're an envious glutton. Like, you're not even working on what you want to work on, but you're sitting there talking shit about someone else taking care of their own life. And then when they call you out on it, you attack them in some way because you don't want to hear it. This card, Strength, says, face your fear. Every challenge is a blessing in disguise, a gift that makes us stronger, more conscious, and ultimately more alive. If you're jealous of someone, let's say you're jealous of someone's finances or looks or their family situations or home life, whatever. If you're jealous of that, that means some part of you has the capacity to have similar things like that in your own life, but in accordance with your energy. So if you're jealous of someone's relationship, you are telling your higher self, your inner self is telling you that you want a relationship. You want, money. If it's beauty, your inner self is telling you that you can put more effort into your beauty. Envy really is a petty form of flattery that doesn't go anywhere, because instead of flattering someone, you send them the evil eye, right? Like, you're envious. That's what it is. It's a psychic attack. But if you look at yourself in that state of envy, would you respect yourself? So if you're envious of someone else while they're minding their own business or doing whatever they're doing, and you're jealous of it, and you're trying to hide your emotions and your truth, thinking that it's their fault when it's an issue within you, a lack within you, at what point do you realize or recognize that the envy is pointing to a failure within yourself to live up to your own standards? It's like, if I have this and you're jealous that I have this, but you never even went on Etsy or some website to order crystals, you're just jealous that I have them, for example. It's petty. It's petty energy. Get rid of it. Find the strength within to not be petty. I don't know how else to put it. I don't even want to go into that anymore. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you for today. The High Priestess and the Eight of Swords in reverse. That's fucking fantastic, actually. So you know how to get yourself out of the situations you're in. You've just been addicted to suffering for so long that you're uncertain how to go about it. But you know that you can. So you're not stuck in your head about it. No one's doing this to you. You're doing it to yourself, and you're bringing other people down in addition to bringing yourself down. Now, for others of you, your intuition is really heightened. You freed yourself of some mental programming that wasn't serving you, and you're putting work into creating a business, an empire, a better home. What you've seen yourself be envious about towards other people in regards to other people, you're now seeing how to put work into your own life to get what you want for yourself instead of trying to take from others or be bitchy about someone else having something you don't have. The Eight of Pentacles. High Priestess, Eight of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. There could be someone who was stuck in their head about what to do about work, that now they know what they want to do, and they're putting in the work to create a better tomorrow for themselves. There could be, for some of you, there's a mother figure who wants to work on things with you to fix things. Maybe it's a broken mother-child relationship. She finally sees her issues and you see your issues, and you're going to work together to remedy things. For others of you, there's a work opportunity that's going to present itself, but you need to get out of your head and trust your intuition, because this requires you to be in the physical, tangible world while your intuition is intact, which means getting out of your head and trusting the sensations and intuitions and your gut instincts of your physical form while being connected to your spiritual self at the same time, bringing the spirit world and the physical world into harmony. Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse. Something you've been working on is coming to an end, and something else is going to arise from it. Two people, probably two female energies, or two very dominant female energies. It's a very feminine energy. They're going to be approaching you today with a proposition that will bring you clarity in a situation that you didn't have clarity in before. It could be you watching this video and there's some information in this video that helps you free yourself and to see things differently, to get out of a victim mindset, to get out of jealousy and envy, and actually work on things to better your life. The truth is within you. The Ace of Swords is internal truth. It's not lies. It's something you already know. Five of Wands. Some of you are fighting over a man, and you shouldn't. If you're having relationship issues, talk it out. Don't fight it out. The Death card. Ten of Swords and the Death card and the Five of Wands. You're definitely being freed of something today. What that is different for all of you. For some of you, it's mental disturbances. Others of you, it's someone in your life who's been really horrible to you. For others of you, it's a group or an organization that's been constantly stalking, spying, manipulating, and clarity is being shown in that situation so that justice can be served on all accounts. For others, you're realizing how you've played the victim and you're, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, as they say, to do what you need to do to have a better life for yourself. For others of you, there's a wife or sister, an aunt, a mother that is going through some shit and could really use your support. For others of you, there's two women manipulating you to do something that they don't want to do because they like controlling you and they just want to see you work while they sit on their ass and look pretty. There doesn't seem to be any advice in this. It's so cold and cut and dry. It's like you already know what the High Priestess. You already know what the problem is with the Eight of Swords in reverse. You've already established healthy boundaries and you're working on things with the Queen of Pentacles upright. The Eight of Pentacles upright, you're doing it. You're making money. You're getting money today. You might be getting a paycheck. You could be getting a gift from someone. But then there's a Ten of Swords right here beneath the High Priestess. There's something that you know is over that you have allowed to continue due to being envious of something someone else has. So it's like you've kept this pattern going because you just don't want to give up, because you want to compete with somebody that is doing something that isn't meant for you to do, but you keep doing it because you just want to win at any cost. It's like even if you lie about the person, even if you cause conflict, physical, emotional, energetic, if you lie, if you manipulate, if you steal, if you betray, it's like you've been going through any lengths you can to win something, to conquer something, to be victorious in something. But all you're doing is that. You know better than this, Aquarius. I'll get some advice cards after this, but this just seems like really shady energy. Like it feels like the energy of some of those like gang stalker type of people who just, or like a narcissist who pretends to be a victim. It's like that kind of gross manipulative energy where it's someone knows that they're doing something fucked up, but they're doing it anyway because people are rooting them on, because there's like this mutual hatred of someone for no apparent fucking reason. It's like you just like watching this person suffer. So you do shit to watch them suffer because you're jealous of what they have. But in that jealousy, in that envy of what they have that you don't have, you're failing to see what you have. So you're just wasting your life being pissed off at people. Ew. There's so much abundance here. There's so much financial prosperity, but it's being kept from you from its full potential because of this petty, envious glutton energy and shit you're not letting go of. The Nine of Cups. Some of you really like being petty. Some of you really like being petty. Now, if we're going to look at this in a whole different spectrum, throughout this day, you're going to have a epiphany of sorts regarding a deep-rooted issue within you that you will break yourself free from. In doing so, you will recognize your own beauty, your own strength, your own grace, your own dignity, your own nobility and valor. And you're going to put work into being the person that is worthy of being loved honestly instead of being manipulated and manipulative. You're going to recognize this within yourself, and you're probably going to reach out to somebody to communicate with them, like a neutral party, like a therapist or a psychiatrist or someone. Could be a cashier at a grocery store. Someone who's doing something for you, like bagging your groceries, giving you your mail, maybe you're ordering food. It's something very small, because I'm noticing this bee right there near the tip of the sword, and the sword is in the wood. So this issue has been going on for a while, and it's been like pollinated repeatedly. It's almost like there's a sticky syrup of envy surrounding your energy. Even the pentacles are dripping with that sticky stuff. I don't know what it is with the air sign readings today that I've done. All three of them, there's been such a sense of self-harm in a way, but not physical. It's like emotional self-abuse. And instead of acknowledging the emotions within you and working on what brings you happiness and wish fulfillment, you're causing conflict in other people's lives, or other people are causing it in your life because they're jealous of what you have. Flip it however it fits. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it, Cinderella. It's not yours. If the shoe is yours, fucking wear it, claim it, fix it. It's kind of, before I started this reading, I was meditating and I saw somebody sitting in the mud, and there were people with a water hose waiting to clean them off to give them a new pair of clothes. And this person wanted to wear the clothes while they were dirty and muddy because they didn't want to be clean, because they didn't want to see what's happened to their body after all the, you know, crap they did to themselves in that mud. So they'd rather just sit in the mud than get up and clean themselves off and do something better. It's self-sabotage. Nine of Cups followed by the Seven of Swords. That which you seek is that which you betray within yourself. Some part of you or some part of someone else feels like as long as they can manipulate the situation and turn someone else into the scapegoat, that they will be seen as the, oh, poor you, whoa, 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 kind of thing. Because it's easier for you to be the victim, or it's easier for them to be the victim, than to show strength and be a better person, to be a queen or a king, instead of a Seven of Swords and a Five of Wands with an Ace of Swords in reverse. You know your truth. Nothing's keeping you stuck. You have all the power in the universe at your disposal. You have all the financial resources, physical resources you need to be a better person, to create a better life for those around you, including yourself. But instead of working on it and bettering yourself first and foremost, you're abandoning yourself and having other people. It's kind of like you have minions, and you're just like a evil mastermind, or some evil mastermind with minions is manipulating your life, or you're manipulating someone else's life with minions. Multiple people whispering in someone's ear to manipulate their family, their life, their situation. And the person that's the target of all of that manipulation, it's like some part of the manipulator enjoys watching the target suffer. And really, it's because they want to suffer themselves. They want somebody to hurt them because they feel like deep down inside they're a horrible person. So they'd rather, they're like pushing all the fucking buttons they can to see which one of them is going to cause conflict so that they can be punished. It's disgusting, honestly. It's like gang stalkers picking a family and like harassing them, and it's like one person in the family they're after, but they turn the entire family against that person. And then they're like, yay, we did it. We gave them a bad day. We gave them this. We gave them that. Isn't it great? And, they're just standing there all alone, miserable, drinking themselves into oblivion. Aquarius, if this isn't your energy, I really recommend like rising above this, and whatever tendencies are within you, please elevate yourself from the pettiness of these people, because they're not going to change. People like that enjoy watching other people suffer because it makes them feel better, have an emptiness within them that can only be filled with self-respect. They don't respect themselves, so they try to defame, and make you look bad so that they can look good compared to you, while they put no effort into themselves. It's like lazy fucking people who don't want to do anything but complain about being tired all the time. People who have so much money but constantly say that they're poor. People who are fucking gorgeous that say they're ugly. People who have a ton of friends but use that friendship to harass other people. People who have kingdoms at their disposal but they sit there counting money instead of helping the community. People who are working together but not to bring truth but instead to bring conflict. Ten of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands. People working together to create conflict. I was playing a game earlier called League of Legends, and I had a bunch of people literally tell me how much they hate me, how much they want to see me die, how much they want to see me suffer. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's been like this for a long time. And I mean, it's online, it's the internet, it's, a bunch of trolls and shit. But what really, like, like a light bulb went off in my head when that happened. And it's the same vibration here, the same light bulb, like the same scenario, kind of. It's under the same umbrella. Those people, no matter what you do, you will never be good enough for them. So what they're saying to you has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. They're just using your face and your name as a target sign for what they feel about themselves. It's kind of funny in a sad way. It's like I'm seeing a preschool and all the kids are holding mirrors to each other and calling each other names, but they're looking at their own reflection doing it. Yeah, look, if this isn't confirmation, I don't know what is. What can you let go of? Burn away the past. These people aren't going to change. And if you're one of these people, I'm so sorry, but unless you choose to change, the world isn't going to treat you any better. And if you think being paid to harass people is some kind of a thing, just wait. Let's see, let's get some advice on this. Now, on a completely different scale, on a completely different genre of this, you know what's going on in your life. Later today, it's going to be made clear. Whatever is made clear is going to clear a path for you, which is going to lead into massive amounts of abundance and prosperity financially. Your business, your money, your health, your well-being, your family will all benefit. But the path that you're going to be going on that will be presented to you requires you to upgrade how you function as a human being or as a living being on this planet. If you function through petty energy, you're going to get petty energy returns. So let go of the petty energy, burn away the past and all the dramas, the excuses, the he said, she said, the contracts that no longer serve you, so on and so forth. Death card, Ten of Swords. Something's over. And no matter how much you beat that dead horse, it's still going to be a dead horse. And if you try to bring it back from the dead, then you're dealing with really dark energy that is going to blow up in your face. Sorry to say. Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands. No, regardless of what you do, as long as you keep this petty energy, the envious glutton energy, with this reversed Ace of Swords, even if you get your wishes fulfilled with this Nine of Cups, it'll somehow end up betraying you, and it'll become a burden instead of a wish granted. Just to show you, like the universe will show you, is this what you want? And is this how you want it? Is this how you're going to talk to your grandkids? Is this how you're going to raise your children? If this was about your daughter or your son, would this be okay for them or to happen to them? And if not, why the fuck are you doing it to other people's children, friends, family, etc.? There is a sense of hypocrisy here. There's a sense of arrogance. There's a sense of narcissistic personality disorder, but clinically verifiable. Not just, oh, that person's a narc. No, this is narcissistic energy right here. The High Priestess knows she's free, but she's using her resources to cause pain and suffering to other people. Ugh. Let's see. Let's get these. What advice do you have for Aquarius, please? For those that will actually listen. Not to those that don't want to listen, and not to those who are being asshats, but to the actual Aquarians who are looking for advice to have the best day possible. Sisterhood of the Rose and deep replenishment. Get dressed up, look nice, eat something healthy, rest, hug a friend, talk to a trusted teacher like a Reiki healer, a guru. Um, Maybe watch some Cryon, Kryon channelings. Uh, Meditate, pray, rest, take a bath, eat healthy food, go smell some flowers, go sit by the lake, do some stargazing. Talk to your friends, the ones that aren't manipulative bastards or bitches. Look into learning something new. Look into the mystic arts. Maybe teach something. Maybe spend your day in prayer and meditation and just let this nasty energy fall off of you. There is a potential here today of letting go of all the things that have burdened you and starting over with what's actually yours. But you need to communicate. You need to ask for help, and you need to acknowledge what it is you're doing in your life that's causing you to get this energetic return that you've been getting, that you don't want to be getting anymore. This says, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Like I said earlier, there's persecution here. Someone is expressing what they feel about themselves in regards to someone else. And this has been going on for a while. I'm not picking up just on one Aquarius. This is like a group of Aquarian people who are either being targeted or are doing the targeting. And it has to do with jealousy and envy because they don't want to put in the work for their own life. They just want to be told what to do and follow orders and take no responsibility for their actions. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Some of you have gotten yourselves into situations that you're afraid to get out of because you're afraid of the repercussions, like mafia type stuff. Others of you are dealing with people that have the worst intentions for you, but because you don't care about yourselves, you keep involving yourselves with these people. I'm seeing a college or a university and someone just doesn't want to be there anymore, but they're going because they feel like they're obligated to go. Aquarius, no offense, but I really don't want to read this energy anymore. It's like trying to talk to a high school bully. That's what this feels like. Like, please, no offense intended, but this feels like somebody who's 1,000 pounds sitting there in ripped clothing, stanky as fuck. Like, it's stank energy. Stank. And they're just not caring. They're like, what's the point of taking a shower? I'm just gonna fucking sweat anyway. It's horrible. Like, what the fuck happened to you to be so jaded? Ugh. These air sign readings today, man. What the hell have you guys done? I want another spread. I can't leave this like this. It's just gross. New spread, please. Infinite intelligence, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, guides, ancestors, descendants. Clear this shit off of the Aquarian's energy field. Clear my fucking channel out of from these petty people. And please protect our collective. Thank you. Four of Cups. You have everything you could ever ask for, but you're sitting there being miserable. What in the fuck, yo? Three of Cups. Because you want to reunite with somebody that isn't wanting to reunite with you because you're in a petty energy and they're not in a petty energy. They're in a beautiful, easy flowing energy. But you're sitting there crying, whining, bitching, moaning, making excuses and taking it out on other people that don't deserve your fucking negative energy. Seven of Pentacles. If you would only put as much effort into being a good person than being a petty, envious person. And for those of you that this has nothing to do with any of that, throughout this day, you're going to be given an opportunity to free yourself of your emotional baggage so that the seeds you planted for a better tomorrow can actually be seen by you on the wavelength that they exist at, instead of seeing them as failures or little sprouts. You'll actually notice that you've been planting these seeds for a while and they're growing. They're just hiding from you energetically, because if they were there, you wouldn't acknowledge them or feel grateful for them anyway. Two people can be in the same room but be in completely different vibrations, completely different realities. That's what this is. Your seeds have blossomed, the fruit is on the tree, the roots are strong and deep, but you're not even noticing it because you're busy thinking about the past and the connections you had in the past. And you're not noticing what you have now. The Ace of Wands has been at the bottom of the deck 3 times now. Here's a Strength card again. And the Death card again. So double strength, double death, regardless of me asking for a different spread. Aquarius, I'm going to tell you this the way I would want to be told. If you want a better life, stop acting like a victim. If you want to make friends with someone, stop pushing them away. If you like someone, tell them. If you don't like someone, walk away. If you really hate somebody, check yourself, because whatever you hate in them is in you first. It's not in them, it's in you. Whoever it is that you're projecting your hatred on, that person is simply holding a mirror to you. You're not even noticing them because you're too busy, lost in your head, thinking about what they could possibly be thinking based on your neural network, not theirs. So you could be thinking that this person is thinking, oh, I'm going to get back at them and I'm going to do this and do that. But that's actually what you're doing. The other person is chilling out with friends. But you're sitting there thinking, oh, they're chilling out with friends and they're gossiping. But they're just sitting there, petting a lamb at a petting zoo. King of Wands. For some of you, this is about a relationship you were in with a fire sign. For others of you, it's about someone you find attractive that you don't have the balls to talk to. Others of you, it's your own energy that you've been dimming because you're afraid to be who you are. Whatever the situation is, the 4 of Cups to the 5 of Cups means you are not happy where you're at. You want to be somewhere else with the 3 of Cups, but you feel that the other place you would be is already failed. So you've been trying to give yourself the strength to move on, but you keep wanting to go back. So you can keep this cycle going perpetually, or you can open up and communicate. But please, before you do, check yourself, wash yourself, cleanse yourself, and stop feeling envy. It's beneath you. You're better than that. And if you're envious about something else, if you're dissatisfied with something, it's because you yourself have not put in the effort. It's no one else's fault what you're choosing to feel. It's no one else's responsibility to change themselves for you to like them more or less. It is no one else's responsibility to get you to notice what's already in front of you. It's no one else's responsibility to come and coddle you out of misery. It is no one else's responsibility to come and bring you soup. It is no one's responsibility to water your garden. It is no one else's responsibility to tell you how to live your life. It is no one's responsibility to come and take things away from you that no longer serve you. It is no one else's responsibility to tell you who to date, what to do, who to sleep with, or what to create, or what action to take. It is your responsibility. And you've been busy picking on other people, or other people have been busy picking on you to where you haven't been able to make these decisions because they've kept you in poverty, or you kept them in poverty because you're afraid of them being successful, because the more successful they become, the more of a failure you realize you are because you haven't put that effort in, or vice versa. Flip it around however resonates, fits, whatever the situation is in your story. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The outcome can be glorious, Aquarius. Fucking glorious. But holy shit, get yourself out of this energy, man. This is petty. This is like trying to argue with a malignant narcissist and telling them how you feel or how they made you feel, while this malignant narcissist is sitting there thinking, well, you did it all to yourself. Like, they just don't care how they treated you. And this is what you're doing to yourself. You're treating yourself like crap, or you're allowing someone to treat you like crap, and you're waiting for a savior or some escape or some rebirth or some money coming in. But it's not going to, as long as you're sitting in that 4 of Cups energy, whining and wallowing about the 5 of Cups, moaning and bitching about the 5 of Pentacles, when there's 2 major arcana telling you you have everything you need to move forward. What's the problem? You don't feel like you've done good enough, or people are making you feel like you're not good enough. 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, and then 5 of Wands earlier. Your life, or someone's life you're associated with, has been messed with in regards to emotions, finances, communication, health, and family. People have been manipulating and pulling strings in that situation, whether it's you or done to you. And if you want to be free of it, then you got to free yourself of that energy. Whenever you feel that energy, release it. Don't even analyze it. Just let it go. You can't convince a fire to not burn you. You can't convince a gang stalker to not stalk you. You cannot convince a secret society to not be a secret society, and you cannot convince a government to do what you want them to do. You can't convince your grandmother of something that she's already set in stone about. You can't convince your ex that you're a different person when you behave like an asshole. You just cannot do these things. In order for you and yourself to be seen as you and yourself, you must first see yourself and release what isn't yourself, so that you can go into the direction of your life that you're meant to, instead of where they want you to go. Aquarius, I'm going to go because I'm feeling this energy really deeply and it's kind of irritating me. And I cherish my peace more than I cherish sitting here babbling. So, my loves, if you're ready for a new life, a better day, better outcome, then get out of the 4 of Cups, get out of the 5 Cups, get out of the 5 Pentacles, and if somebody comes at you with 5 Wands, throw judgment at them in the most holy, glorious way and say, I choose to judge myself with grace, and I choose to judge you with grace, and I will walk away until you can do the same for yourself and me. There is no need for conflict, and if conflict is brought to you, douse it with peace. Otherwise, you're just engaging in conflict.